Played a lot of Dota though. Yeah, until I stopped playing Dota. I thought I made Tensei Scout me for fun, but I'm scared that I'm just gonna do Kroom, go for it. And like, if you want to do Tensei, just go for it. I've kind of dropped it for TF2, honestly. I just can't. It's so tiring.
The Scout, being a lean, mean killing machine, has a high tendency to attract those who particularly enjoy the dopamine rush of outplaying an opponent. He's fast, meaning that most players see him as having an immediate advantage over the other characters. They've most likely seen the Scout's high mobility and kill potential from YouTube videos. Yo, oh my god, what the holy shit! Or have experienced it firsthand in a casual match, whether it be running in and killing a medic in 2 clean shots, or jumping around a heavy with him unable to hit them. Perhaps they picked the random class and got Scout and opted to stick with him. Either way, they struggle deeply with getting kills from their lack of proper aiming and the fact of how they only know how to press one directional movement key at a time. Because of the Scout's difficult movement kit and low survivability in the wrong hands, during Stage 2, the early Scout mains have a high tendency to jump between other characters, seeing which ones are comfortable to play with and which ones aren't. They test to see if perhaps healing feels better to them. Maybe using projectiles as Soldier or Demo. They may try sniping or setting people on fire. Most Scout mains don't fully lock themselves onto the class for the next couple of hours. By Stage 3, the Scout main has played for at least 50 or more hours and realizes that Scout is who they want to main and is who they find the most enjoyable to play. They decide to try to get better by looking up tutorial videos on YouTube. However, they most likely won't pay attention to the video and will learn practically nothing from it.
Use the bonk atomic punch on attack defense maps for clutch plays, and equip the pistol.
Okay, so I should use the bonk. That's what it's saying. Alright, I'll use the bonk. Ooh, alright, okay, yeah, so I have to go behind the enemy. Alright, I can do that, yeah, no problem. Alright, so we'll just use the bonk and go past. Alright, just past the heavy, past the soldier. Wow, that actually worked. Cool. Oh, but shit. Come on, God, no, God, fucking God! By this stage, most Scout mains have also found a few unlocks and immediately equips them all, thinking that they're 100% better than stock. You'll most likely see them running the Force of Nature or Babyface's Blaster, Pretty Boy's Pocket Pistol or Bonk, and finally, the Sun on a Stick. They wear the infamous gibbous and have their profile pic set to that shitty overused picture of the Scout. I'm behind the enemy, so I'll just real quick get rid of this sentry, and then get rid of this motherfucker, God fucking damn it! Many Scout mains by this stage gain an increasingly high salt level. After playing the game for over 100 hours and are constant dying, it leads them to being extremely toxic towards everyone else, saying that they're either hacking or blame their poor skill on the Scout's low health pool, or of them just having an off day. Fucking Pyro just has the fucking WM1 all the goddamn time! Oh my fucking god, you're so fucking hacking! Stop, oh my fucking, stop fucking my god! They become prone to rage quits, and some players even drop TF2 entirely at this stage. The effects of Stage 4 can last a rather long time, and some Scout mains never truly pass beyond it, staying toxic towards everyone else for the remainder of their lifespan. Stage 5 starts once the Scout mains undergo a vicious manifestation and begin to release their inner country. They become cocky, loud, arrogant, taunt after every kill, spam E in front of medics, take medkits in front of teammates that need them more, take level 1 teleporters, and are just assholes in general. They favor the Force of Nature and play mostly on maps like Sawmill or Hightower. No one is sure why Scout mains go through this stage, but what we do know is that it is embedded in the progression stage of every Scout main, and everyone goes through this stage eventually. These Scouts are referred to as Scunts by the community and tend to be looked down upon. New Scunts tend to still wear the gibbous and power vision goggles, whilst later Scunts tend to wear either pink or lime green cosmetics, favoring the fast learner. Their accounts are just overall cringy, with their bad usernames usually involving either the word cool or pro in it, as well as their horrible descriptions. Early Stage 5 Scout mains have still yet to gain the necessary skill to be considered a proper threat, so these Scouts tend to stick around the middle of the leaderboard. Some never pass beyond this stage. The ones who do, however, eventually move on to stage 6. By this point, the scout main has played the game for over 500 hours and realizes that they still have a lot of room for improvement. After continuous bashings from their teammates for being useless, they begin to truly dedicate their time and patience into improving and playing the game more and more often. They start to take the game very seriously, and in doing so, they enhance their movement, utilizing their double jump to outplay opponents and better their aim. They end up going back and rewatching YouTube tutorials, this time properly listening and utilizing the tips given. They may also start watching professional players to learn from them. At the same time, however, many scout mains begin the purchasing of cosmetics, many opting to go for cheap low-tier unusuals to try to flex on other players. Despite all of this, they begin to be a proper help to their team, maybe even managing to make it to the top of the leaderboard. They also learn what fights to take and what fights not to take. They learn the infamous 8-figure movement pattern and how to aim with the A and D keys. This boost in skill often pushes the scout main to continue improving. Stage 7 is the improvement stage. This is when most scout mains realize many of the old mistakes they used to make and do their best to avoid them. Although they improved a lot in the last stage, now is when they truly start to hone in their skills. They use the environment to their advantage, they go after targets that are alone, enjoy watching medics die, call for medic when they're not occupied, only take teleports if no one else is respawning, and sometimes even carry their team. They also realize the sheer power of the scouter gun and begin to use it, maybe even buying a strange or Australian variant. They do, however, only play scout and will never switch off the class even if it's needed. Stage 7.5 is an in-between of the improvement stage and the next one. By this point, main scout mains are good enough to top scoreboards and go on huge kill streaks. But after a while of top scoring, the scout main tends to just feel bored while playing. So in an effort to increase their fun, they start to use meme strats. These strats are simply just that, memes. They're overall silly and quite bad. The most common ones being using the force of nature and going purely for environmental kills, using the bonk and sandman to go for taunt kills, and finally, the fish. That one's actually not that bad. Come here, come on, let me hit you, come on. Oh my fucking god. By this point, the scout main has played the game for a good 1,000 hours or more and has reached a stage where the sheer mental concentration of playing scout for so long has completely drained them of all their energy. Their spark of energy runs out, which leads them to playing far worse than they usually would, which in turn kills the morale and will to play. I want to play scout. I want to, but I can't. Many scout mains at this stage stop playing the class entirely and sometimes even TF2 altogether. They'll play other games, of course, however, it often takes a while for the scout main to come back to TF2. Some may even take years, and others simply never return. After sobering up and taking a long break, the scout main comes back to the game with a brand new spark of energy. It may take them a few hours to come back to the level they once were at, but once they make it back, they swear to never fall again. They know that they are a true scout main, and you know what? They're proud of it. They play scout with pride and don't care what others think. They relish in the feeling of others getting mad at them and crave for someone to call them a hacker for their performance. Will they play other classes? Of course they will. Some may even pick up a new main for a bit, but they know that they'll always have the scout as a backup. They have the most fun they've ever had playing TF2, and some even go to the next level and enter professional UGC Highlander teams. Most, however, stick to a casual level, playing on casual servers. Stage 10. You've made it. You've reached the top. You're the best scout you could ever possibly be. Does that mean you're the best player in the world? No. There's no way to calculate that. What can be calculated, however, is your sheer ability to destroy other players you encounter. Scout mains at this point have learned all there is to learn, mastered all there is to master, They know the class better than the back of their hand and can dominate any player they encounter. Most of the time. They'll always find someone who's better than them, but that's the truth of any game. No one can truly be the best player. Thanks for watching.